Hello driver, can I get you to turn left and then first left to where these officers are, please?
Yeah,
just
no
need to
problem.
speak to you about your speed. Thank you. Just watch this pedestrian.
I've just been nipping up the road there and I've been pulled in and I'm not sure why. So.
Well, the reason being is the speed limit here is now 20 miles an hour.
Right, yeah.
It's been like that for some considerable time, but now what we've done is we're enforcing it. Today it's just about education and making sure that you understand the ramifications of what could happen if there is a collision with a child at 30 miles an hour. It can be quite different than a 20 mile an hour collision because if it's 20, the chances are they will survive. At 30, the chances are they'll either be killed or seriously injured. So that's the difference between the 20 and 30, which is why a lot of Birmingham now is changing from 30 miles an hour down to 20.
You forgot to put your seatbelt on, but can you turn left and left so we can speak to you about your speed, please?
Now thankfully that was a little bit of creative licence there. I didn't really speed up the road, there was a lot of traffic here. But it was just merely to demonstrate what's going on here. So a bit more detail about that please, Mark.
The signs have gone up very slowly over the last couple of months. You know, the engineers have been putting them out and it was all signed off yesterday. So yesterday was the first day that we could actually enforce the limits. You know, but we know it's not all about enforcement. This isn't, you know, a revenue generating thing. It's about people being safe. So where applicable, we will use education and we'll be very generous in sort of, you know, the limits that we start prosecuting at. We always are in the West Midlands, probably a lot higher than everywhere else in the country when it comes to the speed limits we start enforcing at. And we want drivers to realise that these limits are so beneficial, not only for themselves when they're driving, because there's less chance of them having a collision, but for the communities they're driving through.
We're not out prosecuting people today.
Right, okay.
Just pulling people over, going a little bit over.
No, that's fine.
Just stopping them, having a quick chat, asking if you wouldn't mind watching a quick 2-3 minute video and answering a few questions.
But parents will say they won't let their children cycle and walk to school. It's the way drivers drive around their communities at speed. And so that's why the residents have asked for 20 mile an hour limits in these sorts of areas, just for their benefit as a community, so they feel safer. They can start using active transport and all the benefits that brings with it, regards, you know, healthier cities, less pollution, and the fight against obesity as well.
I know you can't speak for the whole of the West Midlands, but surely if this is successful it should be something that's implemented in Wolverhampton, in Coventry, in Walsall.
Yeah, it's something we would like to see. I mean, from a selfish point of view, the police, when we get lower speeds, we get a lot less demand on our resources. We're booking a national trend at the moment when it comes to the amount of collisions we're having. Our collisions were down by 10% last year in the regions, purely because this targeted enforcement that we do, looking at specifically vulnerable areas like this, the vulnerable areas where we tend to have a lot of, you know, very severe collisions because pedestrians or cyclists or other vulnerable road users like motorcyclists are involved. It's something we would like to see rolled out because, you know, it keeps people safe. There's no two ways about it. If you hit a pedestrian at 20 miles an hour, there's only an 8% chance of there being a fatality. You increase that to 30 miles an hour, you're up to 20%. And for every 5 miles an hour you increase it, you're going up vastly. So it's something we definitely would like to see.